in this time of recession, we're going to hear how the economy can negatively affect a woman's feeling of self-worth and what we can do about that.
You're in touch with that, right?
I am very much in touch with that, you know, and my self-worth. Because men, we have self-worth issues too, especially in bad.
Even the weigh-ins?
And it's based on how much the woman's self-worth is. So we ain't got enough to take care of y'all self-worth. We feel like we worth less.
Exactly.
That's so true.
See that?
Like that.
I love that.
Right there,
The weigh-ins are a profound bunch, too.
Well, you know what the recession's done to your personal worth, but what has it done to your self-worth? Cheryl Saban is a psychologist, philanthropist, and author of What is Your Self-Worth? A Woman's Guide to Validation. Good morning, Cheryl.
Good morning, Shirley.
Let's look at the facts. Women still earn an average of $196 less per week than a man, and only 23% of the CEOs in America are women. But we women influence about 90% of the purchases in the home. So how do we change this trend? What do we do?
You know, we are making huge strides, but we only make 77 cents for every dollar a man makes for the same job. We're 50% of the population, and like you say, we influence 90% of the choices that are made with the money. And yet we don't really get that sense from society that we're giving that kind of, that we're making those kinds of contributions.
Well, your book is helping the effort,
yes.
The women's movement.
Well, I think we need to start with feeling our own self-worth, feeling that we're making those contributions. It certainly has to start with us, and then we need to use our voices about it. If we want to be a bigger part of the national and global dialogue, we're going to have to take those steps ourselves, because no one is going to just offer it to us.
What happened in your own life that made you at first question your own self-worth?
I was raped when I was 18, so I think that put me into a silence mode for a long time. Basically muzzled me. I was afraid to talk out and speak an opinion. And then I had dysfunctional relationships for a while. I was married twice and divorced by the time I was 34. And I was a single mom who couldn't afford health care for a while. All these experiences really contributed to me feeling very insecure and worthless.
So how did you get over that?
I was lucky. I had an experience where I was given a lifeline. I had to go to a free health clinic to get health care, which was a humiliating kind of experience in the beginning, but because I thought I had worthless tattooed on my head. You know, I just sort of thought everyone supposed that I was worthless. But these people treated me with compassion, the doctors, male and female, and they didn't see worthless. They saw me as a regular person. And so it was a wake-up call to me. I had been perpetuating my own sense of failure. I got it, that in order for me to express my self-worth, I needed to believe it, and I needed to take responsibility for it. And that's what the book is suggesting.
So what's your best advice to women out there who are questioning their self-worth? They feel like they're not worthy. What do they do to realize that they are worthy?
I think it's important to find our voice and to use it. I mean, we all have a story to tell. We don't need to hide it under a bushel. We need to use it. Be financially responsible. I think girls and women need to know this from a very young age. We don't really get that message because now, I mean, 90% of us are going to be solely responsible for our finances at some point in our lives. We need to love ourselves first. Just like when you get on an airline and they say, put your oxygen mask on first. We need to do that, because if we're not okay, how can we promote the wellness for the people that we love and everybody around us? We need to be okay and feel really good about ourselves. Then I think we need to give back to society. We need to help other women and girls who don't yet have that voice. That's my goal.
Well, Cheryl Saban, you're a great example. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And the title of your book, once again, is What is Your Self-Worth? A Woman's Guide to Validation. To read an excerpt from it, go to our website, earlyshow.cbsnews.com. Up next, we go back to Camp Pendleton, where Dave's giving back to one family that has given so much. You're watching The Early Show on CBS.